hanging, everybody? Welcome to General Hospital Envy, my GH After Show. Let's discuss this week, starting with the character Daisy. Now, if you guys are not sure who she is, we met her a couple weeks back. She was at Julian's bar handing out tickets, and then she disappeared. She reappeared this week, and I got some major bad vibes from her. Does anyone else think that she might be in a cult? Hear me out on this one. So the first time we met Daisy, she actually invited Christina out to the concert, and Christina did go, but just not with Daisy. I was under the impression before that she did go with Daisy, but Daisy was volunteering backstage, so she didn't see her at all. Now this week, Daisy was watching Christina like a hawk when she was talking to her father, Sonny, and it was very obvious that she was eavesdropping and clearly saw that Christina is in a vulnerable state at the moment. She's trying to find her footing, and she saw that Sonny was like, well, you know, I'm here for you, I'm rooting for you, even though it doesn't seem like it. And she just seemed concerned. And then on top of that, she meets Oscar at the bar because he just gotten a job. He wants to get emancipated from his parents, and he needs a place to live desperately. And she sees the opportunity to allow Oscar to live with her and her friends. Now, Oscar obviously doesn't have a lot of cash flow at the moment, but she's like, that's all right. You know, a bunch of us live in there, and we do chores and stuff, and it kind of helps to pay towards rent. Listen, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Come on, all these kids just live together in a home and look after each other. It just seems too clean cut. And it's very sketchy, and I am under the impression that perhaps Daisy is in a cult and trying to recruit the vulnerable people she meets to be a part of it. And obviously we know that Oscar and Christina are really vulnerable characters at the moment. Side note, earlier in the week, Christina got super smashed in the park and Jason brought her back to Sam's house, and it was hilarious. Christina is such a J-Sam shipper, it's hilarious. She's just trying to play Cupid for them so badly, and even in her drunken state, she's fighting for them, and it was hilarious to watch. It was also a nice throwback to Jason's first scenes with Lexi Ainsworth's Christina back when she first got aged. So I liked the nostalgia of it as well. As for Oscar, the kid is angry and he's bringing a lot of this on himself, and it's gonna end in disaster. I'm hoping that either Christina or someone else catches on to what's going on with Daisy before this whole cult situation happens and they end up in it, because I don't want to see it. But on another note, it is actually a really good story to tell because I don't think it's actually been done on this show before. But it is a real thing, especially among young people trying to get their lives together. Clever move, GH, clever move. Going back on Jason and Sam though, they are working together with Spinelli, who is back in town this week as well, to try to figure out this whole Margot's father situation. I love seeing Jason, Sam, and Spinelli work together. I mean, I love the trio of them. They've been through so much, the three of them. And it was nice to see Sam doing some undercover work with Spinelli again. It's fun watching them go undercover because they seem to know each other so well that no one flinches when they have to make like a quick decision. Spinelli was on it, got Margot's mom out of the room so fast, and it left time for Sam to find a bunch of letters it was either to or from Joe Scully. And I guess this week we're gonna see them reading the letters and trying to find dirt on Joe Scully. And also dirt on Margot's father. But you know, I'm starting to wonder if it's the same person. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Is Margot's father really Margot's father? Hopefully we find out soon. Now I want to talk about Laura because she is once again running for mayor. That's right, it's the story that she got screwed out of in January, and now it's back again, even though it makes little to no sense because, you know, why is there another election like within the same year? I'm not big on politics. I don't pay attention to how things work. But I feel like this is not how it works. Regardless, she is doing it, and she was very encouraged by Ryan, who's still impersonating Kevin, but she's going for it, I guess. I'm disappointed because I thought that the original mayor election storyline was really well written because it used so much history. Now this is more so just like, well, we might as well half-ass this storyline back into the GH shuffle somehow. This time around, Laura is focusing in on the government being held accountable for their actions and their services. This is basically in reference to Ferncliff and how Carly was treated over there. Carly has been worried for the patients there ever since she broke free of that mess. The patients in there don't have themselves adjacent, so like Carly really wants to make sure that they're okay. Specifically, the patient that was next door to her, which we all know that now it is Kevin, not Ryan. It was Ryan at the time though. So I'm glad that this is happening because I said last time that in order for the storyline to move further, we need to get people into Ferncliff and somehow run into Kevin. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I mean, they obviously are gunning for that room specifically, but right now, it's hard to say. I guess we'll find out next week. By the way, show of hands, who freaked out at the fantasy scene of Ryan killing Laura? I was like, don't do it! And then thankfully, Elizabeth ran in and we know that she couldn't have because she was in the park. So it's like, okay, phew, just a fantasy, thank goodness. Do not kill Laura off in this story. Hells to the no. Lastly, I want to talk about Sasha, Nina's daughter. I'm still not buying it, by the way. I mean, until I see that necklace, it's not happening. And there's a reason why Nina hasn't told Valentine any of this portion of the story yet, because that's what's going to make her figure out that Sasha is not her daughter. Sasha is getting familiar with her family in Port Charles. She got to know Maxie a little bit, and she got to know Kiki, who is her half-sister. And of course, Ava notices this. She discovers that Nina's child is alive after all these years, and she wants to take full advantage of the fact that Sasha definitely checked out Griffin's butt. But I mean, can you blame her? But of course, Ava seizes the opportunity to bring down Kiki even more so. So let's see how that plays off. Poor petty Ava. Oh well. What did you guys think of the show this week? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you guys next Sunday. Peace out.